Well, fancy seeing you guys here. So, we are so close to getting this Caddy project finished. But I've got a couple of little things I need to mop up on it before we can get it on the road. So number one is the clamp that holds the turbo to the DPF, to the exhaust side. Now, what I didn't do, me being an idiot, I fit the new turbo, installed into the van, and then realised, sugar, I didn't have the clamp. I probably should have, in hindsight, put that on first. You live and you learn. So what I'm going to have to do today is slightly disconnect the DPF. So I'm going to jack the car up, I'm going to go in from the wheel side. I've got to do 2 or 3 nuts, just undo them ever so slightly, so I can get this little clamp in that's going to hold that turbo to the DPF. So I've got to get that done. That's number one on my list, because I can't drive the van at the minute. I can drive it, but I can't drive it because it's got no boost, because that's got a problem. So let's have a look, let's try and tackle it. It's new to me, this, I've never done this before, but I mean, when the engine's out it's even easier, but when it's not out, you've got to adapt. Let's get on with it.
Chill on my own, just wanna do me, just wanna doze, just wanna live and see how it goes. And the goals just keep on going, yeah. This life we live is a roam. When there's love in the rave, you know. When there's love in the rave, you know. All inside you,
So I'm just left it on the jack for now. I know I should put it on the stand, but I'm only going to be 2 minutes underneath it. So what I'm hoping to do is to get underneath and access to the DPF bolt brackets, which I think you can probably just see there. So we're coming in from the bottom. Now what my plan is if I can just loosen them 2 bolts. So we'll start with them 2 bolts. I don't know if this is gonna I don't think it's going to move it, but yeah, let's try it. Alright, so I've took them 2 studs out of the DPF, and I've got some play. Well, that was a right fudge around. So I've been putting this job off for a while because I knew it was going to be a pain in the arse. So let me just flip you to the GoPro. I need you to see what the problem was here. So I've finally got the clamp on the back of the turbo here on the DPF that I was trying, but I couldn't get that clamp to sit right. Now what I found was a little sensor just somewhere, maybe, can you see it? This little thing here, there's a sensor here that connects to the bottom of the turbo. Now this was pushed up against the turbo, so when I was putting the clamp round, I was actually clamping around the DPF and that little pipe as well, so no wonder it wasn't bloody sitting right. So anyway, so I've done that now. I'm going to tighten that up, then we need to move on to the exhaust.
You know when the calling's calling.
So the problem I've got now is, if you could see the bottom of the DPF there, it's not connected to the exhaust, or sorry, the exhaust side of the DPF. It's not connected because I had a custom little pipe that went from the DPF to the exhaust. Now I put it on the front and the bloody scrap man took it, didn't he? So I've got to somehow find a 3-inch pipe but then converts down to 2-inch pipe, and that's the exhaust done. And after that, I don't think there's anything else to do. That's definitely not something I'm going to be able to do today because I haven't got the pipe for it. But the main thing is I've got the turbo done, I've got the clamp on now for the DPF, so I shouldn't have a boost issue when I take it out. So let's take it for a spin. Right, let's go and try it. I had a pretty crappy boost before. Make sure my brakes work. Feels under boosty. Doesn't feel like I've got true boost there, guys. And this is when it takes you back. What else am I missing? I've got the clamp on the turbo, I've got all the airline vac lines on, but you can see here it's like a 1 litre Corsa. Feels terrible. I'm starting to think, has this VW Caddy beat me? But then I realised, have I missed something? The engine management light is still on. The coil light is flashing. This fan's still got to be fully in limp mode. It's not giving me 100%. That's definitely got to be the reason why. But she runs, she drives, she brakes, the clutch is perfect. There's something glow plug, potentially injector related on this van. And I think you can see by my face then, this is a challenge. This is hard for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. So the best thing we could do is get the code reader out, let's have a look, and try and diagnose what that fault is. Now I don't want to be that person who always puts a video out that's always got a problem, but let me tell you, it's got no boost. It is like a 1 litre Corsa. So I decided to read the codes. Let's have a look at them together. So this is the bit where I'm gonna need some help, guys. So if you know about these, drop a comment below. So I did say that the problem would be glow plug with that flashing light, and I have indeed done a little bit of investigation. Now, glow plug 1, it's complaining about. When I take that out, you guys cannot see inside there. That glow plug does not look seated right, and when I move it with a screwdriver ever so slightly, it wobbles side to side. So I think we may have a snapped glow plug inside there, and the reason I say that is when I put a bar on the second glow plug, I get pressure, like I know I've got something there. When I put that on glow plug number 1, it just spins as though it feels like it's not seated right. It feels like I need to pull it back up. Now I haven't got a pair of pliers to do that, but it feels like it's not fully in right. So I've ordered a pair of pliers to try and see if I can fix this, but I don't know. This is where I need a bit more of a specialist. Well, first of all, I need to be able to grab hold of them to see if I can get that glow plug out. But this is the challenge that I've got, and there was a glow plug flashing light on the Leon, if you remember. So I seem to think this could either be snapped or snapped is the worst case scenario, isn't it? If you look at these ones, he looks fairly new. Looks like they've been replaced. I may have to take the full head off and do some investigation. And if you look, it's a little bit wet. I did spray a bit of WD-40 down there as well. It's a bit wet, it's a bit minging, and it certainly doesn't look as good as the other two holes. So let me know if you've had any experience with glow plugs, and let me know what you think that could be. Am I going to have to take the head off? Am I going to have to strip the top down to try and get to where the glow plug is to get it out? Is that the best thing to do? I honestly do not know at this stage, but the most important thing is keeping positive in these scenarios. So I've got the paint coming, and yes, this Caddy is going to look phenomenal when it gets a new paint job. And I've been putting some new rear shoes, but let me tell you, putting new rear discs, even this has been a pain in the arse, because I'm not going to slag off any previous owners, but that caliper is fully seized, it can't push back. So I've ordered 2 new calipers to go on there. This van is practically going to be a brand new van by the time I'm finished with it, which is mint, because I want to get this Caddy, I want to come to the meets, I want to see all the people, and I just want to enjoy it, because I've been working on this Caddy for a long time and I can't wait to start painting. Painting is something that I don't know what I'm doing. I need to learn how to paint. I've painted the Audi bumper, it looks really good, but I want to make sure that wasn't a fluke, and I can only do that by having to go myself and giving it my best shot. But until then, I've got a couple of wires to crimp. I need to get this glow plug out and a new glow plug in, and I think that might fix the boost issue. But then again, there's nothing really changed apart from I cut through a few wires, and I know what an idiot on the loom, because I couldn't get the plug off before I was taking it off. I cut through a wire, so I'm going to try re-crimping them first to see if that gives me the boost that I need, the Cr170 oomph. But when you lads see everyone doing this, all the pros, you know, the guys who are mechanics who do this daily, you'll think it's a breeze. You'll have a go yourself. You need the reality of doing it when you've got not a lot of experience, let's put it that way. And I've never swapped an engine, I've got to be honest. This is my first ever engine build. But what I will say is I will not be defeated by this Caddy, and every new trick or tip that I'm doing, I'm learning, and that's the most important thing. So guys, I know it's been a bit of a strange video. Normally you're used to me smashing things up, beating things to death, fixing things. On this one, it's been more of an update video, because as you'll know, I've got to try and get on with that glow plug, get that sorted, get these fault codes sorted, and then hopefully we can start bringing some painting videos to the channel. And then hopefully we can start to bring some painting videos to the channel. Now I want to try and keep the colour close as to what the van already is now, and the reason for that is I want to go big, I want to go bright, I want to go statement, but actually this Caddy's known for being grey. This Caddy's known for having the paint job that this Caddy's got, and I want to keep it as part of its roots. So whatever paint job I do, I am going to be putting that little bit of black aerosol back in to maintain the colour. So if you guys want some videos while I'm doing something, just give me a shout, drop it in the comments, let me know what you'd like to see. Definitely going to do a video on the rear discs and the rear pads. They're fairly straightforward to do as well. Caliper again, they're very easy to do, but I feel so close. I feel so close. Guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.